Hey there, and welcome back to another tutorial. So if you're looking for a simple way to increase your average order value, reduce cart abandonment, and get more revenue per customer, stay tuned because today we're walking through Kaching Bundles, a Shopify app that lets you offer smart product bundles, volume discounts, free gifts, and even upsells all directly from your product pages. It's super customizable, conversion focused, and incredibly beginner friendly. So let's dive in. Okay, so before we actually set anything up, let's talk real quick about why having product bundles on your store is so powerful. So first of all, bundling increases AOV or average order value. So instead of buying one product, your customer is now encouraged to buy more at a better deal. So of course that's going to drive up your total revenue per order. It also reduces decision fatigue. So pre-made bundles really make it easy for customers to just say yes to more without having to think too hard. You can also introduce upsells or free gifts. Adding just one upsell to a page can increase sales by 10 to 30% on average. It's also fully customizable. So with Kaching, the bundle layout matches your branding, which of course helps build trust and consistency throughout your website. And you get all of this with built-in analytics and A/B testing. So you can test out what works and optimize over time, which is really key for stores that are trying to scale.
Okay, so starting from our Shopify dashboard, we're going to head up to this search bar up here. Go ahead and click on apps and we'll type in the Kaching app. All right, you'll see this icon here. Go ahead and click that. That's going to take you into Shopify's app store onto the app's installation page here. You can see some key features here as well. So if you scroll down, you'll see they have pricing plans here as well. They do have a free plan to install. So that's what we're going to use today. And you can also check out the reviews. They have over 1,000 reviews and almost a 5-star rating. So that's really great. We're going to click on install. All right, the next thing that'll pop up for you is this kind of permissions page. So it's going to show you everything that Kaching Bundles will have access to inside your Shopify store. So I definitely recommend reading through all of this and making sure you're okay with everything. Kaching wants you to do is to actually enable the app in your theme. So we're going to click activate app embed. This is actually going to take us inside of our Shopify store theme editor. So all you really have to do here is just make sure that this toggle is switched to on. And if that's there, you just click save, and that's all you have to do for this step. So it says that's activated now. Now it wants us to create our first bundle deal. So let's go click this here. So here you're going to see 4 different templates. So you'll see quality breaks for the same product. So this is great for basics like t-shirts, notebooks, that kind of thing. You'll also get a BOGO, so buy one, get one option. This is really great for consumables like cosmetics or any type of food product that you have if you're selling something like that. They also have quantity breaks, so for different products as well. So this is really useful for bundles like maybe skincare sets or office supplies, something like that. I'm just trying to give a little bit of an example for you so you can kind of understand what each of these would be best for. And you also get this complete the bundle. So I would argue this is probably more ideal for upselling accessories. So if you're maybe, for example, a tech store and you can have a bundle of a phone, a case, a screen protector, like all in one bundle, that kind of thing. So for this demo, I'm actually going to just choose this BOGO option here. So we'll go ahead and start this. And this is actually a classic strategy for boosting conversions, this buy one, get one, especially when you want to move more inventory or encourage first-time buyers to try more. So we're going to go through the settings and style here. So firstly, you'll have this internal name. So this is obviously just for you. I would use something specific so you can keep track later if you have like multiple bundles that you're making. I'm just going to label this one testing. Now the discount name is customer facing. So something like whatever product you want to sell, bundle deal. So this will make the offer more clear and more clickable. The product I'm actually going to choose for this is going to be lip gloss. So I'm going to name this lip gloss bundle deal. Now your block title, this appears on your product page, right? It's this right here, this bundle and save right there. A good title like bundle and save does help stop scrolling, encourages action, anything like this, but you can change it, of course. So we're actually going to click this specific selected products. We can select the products that this bundle will appear for. So I'm going to go through my products here. We're just going to click a random lip gloss. Now this markets bar here is actually really useful. It's if you're selling globally and maybe you want to restrict certain promotions, the markets that appear here is something you can change in your Shopify settings, But for now, it's just showing the markets that I've already added to my store, which is the United States, Germany, and Spain. Another thing here is active dates. I think this is really, really perfect for, time-sensitive promotions, flash sale. And then you have active dates here. So I actually think this is really perfect for time-sensitive promotions, flash sales, or holiday sales, that kind of thing. I want my customers to be able to choose between those different variants. But right now, the product that I put on there is sold out. So I'm actually going to take this off just for the tutorial because it looks cleaner. Otherwise, it's going to look like this, and because it's sold out. So here in this pricing format section, it's going to give you a couple options here. So I do like to use and show this compare at price to highlight the value and create a little urgency as well. But of course, this is up to your preference. So you can also choose to show prices per item as well, show both prices. You also have this option here to skip the cart. So this lets customers go straight to checkout. So I really think this is ideal only for one product stores, right, to reduce friction and increase that checkout rate. So I really only recommend turning this on if you have like a one product storefront. All right, so in the style section, you can actually choose how it's going to look to your customers. Obviously, this is really up to your preference. I think either this or this last one looks good. I'm just going to keep this default one. Of course, down here, I highly recommend going through all of these things and adding your store's branding colors, adding typography, so adding the fonts from your store as well. So go through all of this, make it yours, make it fit in with your store. All right, so this volume discount section, this actually lets you bundle other products together. Okay. So this whole section is really great for beauty brands. Maybe you want to include a lip kit and a cleanser. For example, if you have a fitness store, you can include a resistance band and a mat. Pet niche, you can have treats and a toy, just that kind of thing. So by offering a discount when customers add multiple items, you're increasing the cart size, of course, which means higher AOV and more revenue per visitor. So if you'd like to do this, we can turn this on and we can select any product. I'm just going to choose a random one. Okay, and you'll have kind of the same customizations that you were able to do with the others. Okay, so next we'll go to subscriptions. So this is actually one of the coolest features on this app, in my opinion. So here you can offer bundles on maybe a weekly or a monthly subscription with, of course, an added discount to incentivize it. So again, I really think this is specifically good for people in skincare niche, supplements, pet food, something like coffee or tea as well, something you order right monthly or weekly. So by adding this subscribe and save option, you're turning one-time buyers into repeat buyers. Of course, this massively increases customer lifetime value, or LTV. So this is what it's going to kind of look like. You'll have this subscribe and save 20% or a one-time purchase. So you can also choose how this looks. You can also just choose to have it as like a check mark. I kind of just like this option where it gives you both. Of course, you can also decide. Some people think that it's better to have it on the bottom. Whatever you want to do here is really up to you. Of course, you can also adjust the text here, so you can adjust what it says. And then up here, I also want to point out the style again, so you'll be able to choose those colors, choose how big you want this to be. I don't really necessarily feel the need to actually adjust any of this. I feel like it's pretty okay. But just as an option, I think that's a great addition or feature of this app. So you can also highlight any bar as like a most popular option. So you can go into badge style and just click most popular, and it's going to give you like a little sticker here. So this visual cue really helps guide customer decisions and increases the likelihood that they choose that option. But regardless, I think it's a good way to promote maybe a bestseller, and it just looks nice and professional as well. One thing I really, really want to show you here is you can actually just add an upsell right here. So when we scroll down, so Kaching will actually display it as a discounted add-on. So let's go ahead and select a product here. Okay, and so now you can see that right here, and it's going to say that it will add a 20% discount. So that's a really cool thing here. And upsells are really great because, of course, they're proven to increase your AOV without interrupting the buyer's flow, right? So I'm actually going to remove this, and I'll show you how to add a free gift into this product selection here. So this is really great for, I think I said this earlier, like holiday promotions, if you're ever like launching a new product, or basically just anytime you want to incentivize larger purchases in general. So we're just going to select a random product from my store here. Let's give them one variation of a scooter. Okay. So of course you can customize this text here. You can add an image or edit the image that is added here to highlight the gift clearly. So this obviously adds perceived value. It motivates shoppers to reach that threshold. So we can actually just preview this whole entire bundle with this preview option right here. So if I click this, it's going to take me into the product page. So if I were to buy this lip gloss, this is exactly what your customers are going to see. So they'll have all of these options that they can choose from. And of course you can rearrange these. You can have it you can have it say whatever you want in any order there. Just an example here, but let's go back to our store. And another thing I really want to show you is if you're very serious about performance, you can actually create this A/B test. So basically what this means is that you can customize a version A and a version B of these bundles. So you can customize them with different headlines, discounts, layout, colors. And what Kaching Bundles will do, this app will track the version that performs the best. That means, you're not guessing. You're really optimizing with data. So over time, this kind of testing can really give you big lifts in both conversion rate and AOV as well. After you click publish at the bottom right of the screen, this is what you'll be shown here. You'll be able to see all of this data from this specific deal as well. You can end the A/B testing. You'll be able to see some analytics here, edit it if you want to, duplicate, or just remove it as a whole. You can also add a new deal here, of course. And now let's go to this tab here called More Upsells. Here you'll see some more upsells that of course you can create. There are a couple options that are unfortunately only included with the free plan. You do have some upsell pop-ups as well as the subscriptions. All right, so this analytics page is completely free in the free plan. So you'll be able to see all of the analytics from your bundle deals. So of course, visitors, orders with the bundles, conversion of the bundles, added revenue from this app, and all of this other data here. Now, in this plans tab, you'll see here they do have a couple options. I will say that Kaching's pricing is usage-based, right? So you can see that here. You'll really only pay more if you're making more with the app. So this is a really low-risk way to test those bundles without high upfront costs.
So just to recap here, Kaching Bundles helps you increase average order value with smart bundles, boost that conversion rate with targeted upsells, adds free gifts to delight your customers. You can also offer subscriptions to grow long-term revenue and optimize your bundle performance with built-in A/B testing. So if you're serious about scaling your Shopify store, I think this is a must-have tool. So thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more tutorials from Concia. All right, I'll see you in the next one.